Look, there are people who support me. I'm very appreciative. You're helping me survive. And so, you're propping my life up, and I appreciate it. But there are times also where I really miss some of the engagement I had. And I can just do, a bit at a time, and eventually, hopefully the dream is not dead and I can reach that point. But yeah, sometimes it's easy to feel negative when I'm doing this stuff. And I take responsibility for my fucking actions. I take responsibility for my fucking feelings or whatever. So all that fucking venting and anger, it's not really directed at the people who are like trying to, be on my side or whatever. It's just a kind of screaming into the void. I'm not getting the dopamine hits when I stream now, that I used to get. The dopamine train is over. So I'm just like, ugh. Will the dopamine train come back and pick me up at the station? I've been waiting at the station so long. Is the dopamine train ever gonna come back? Maybe I have been treated with the finest dopamine in 2011 to 2014. And now all the dopamine's gone and my receptors have been fully desensitized. I need floods of dopamine to be able to enjoy streaming. Oh.
Stay the course.
The dopamine has arrived. Wow. Ah. Alright, that was a gift from God. That's what that was. That was a gift from God that just spontaneously appeared. That's amazing. Oh. I did have another 5 milligrams, which I don't know how far along that is, but it'll happen. And I feel like I'm in a little bit of a manic mood, which is the mood that I kind of want to be in when I'm kind of high. I want to be able to fucking go and go and go and go and go and go and go. But now I'm just like trying to entertain you and trying to impress you because I want more dopamine. Don't think I don't know what this Twitch game is all about. Oh yeah, music. Okay. OC remix. Videos. Play all videos. If I were you, shuffle. Lower volume. We're good. We're good. We have music. All of the above, Darman. Okay, so I've noticed there are times where I want to start talking and like I actually have a huge issue just speaking to you because it feels like there's this like there's like some kind of layer. I just can't like directly communicate sometimes. I'm sorry. It's okay. It's not that bad. I just have to like keep talking. Just have to keep talking to you. Okay, so if I'm not here for your entertainment, but I'm here, and I'm not a creature in a zoo. This is not a zoo for you to look at a human in a box. That's not what this stream is, okay? This is a stream where me, the human in the box, I affect you. I affect you. So this is a land of sorcery and influence. But I'm not sure how to... I'm not sure. I feel like I should just keep talking. It's probably the best thing I can do is just to talk. I'm actually just tired of the song by this point. See, I don't know how to hex you. I don't know how to. I don't know. We all feel. Okay, we all feel so far apart from each other. And there's no, like, common. Like, where's the common ground? We're both, like, sentient creatures. Like, existing now. That's, like, what we share. That's not a lot that we share. I mean, it is a lot, too. It's, like, everything, right? But it's also... I don't know, we're just, like, distant from each other, and there's not much common ground, really. Well, where you live doesn't... I honestly don't... I'm not very nationalistic, so... Where you live is not really a big concern to me. Or rather, if you live in the United States, that doesn't mean we have a stronger bond, really. Chat's one person. Chat is many people and one person at the same time. You like what I'm saying. I'm assuming that means you're also not strongly nationalistic, which... I don't know, I'm just part of the world, so... God's action figures. Am I channeling a goddess then? Is that what I am? Am I channeling a goddess? If we're God's action figures, then am I channeling a goddess? For sure. Okay. I actually dig this song. I think I have like this self-consistent metaphysical structure that kind of helps describe my trajectory in life. It's sort of like my own understanding of myself that helps guide me and helps me navigate life. Welcome to hour 173 of the live stream. I think the ability to stream 24/7 is a sign of bourgeoisie status, actually. The ability to stream 24 hours a day, every day, is a sign of bourgeoisie status. That is like clear. My shirt, yes, it's nice. It's actually a tunic. It's a little bit longer than a shirt. It means I'm well off because I have freedom in my life. That's what it means. I'm well off because I have freedom in my life. YouTube unboxing videos. Yeah, people who make enough money on their unboxing video to pay for the thing that they unbox. Or videos where people smash electronics. They make enough money off the fucking video advertisement money to pay for the product that they're smashing. And extra. So they're making money by smashing a thing. I'm thankful for what I have, but I will say that the world continues to improve constantly. The world continues to improve constantly. And obviously there's some things shifting about society and the way like work is, and like the shit is changing over time. And I'm thankful for what I have. I'm blessed. I'm blessed. Hashtag blessed. Obviously, I can dream a lot bigger. I can dream much bigger. Let's get into, like, transcending the biological limitations and whatnot. We can always dream big. We can always dream bigger, always. There's no limit. It just dreams huge. I mean, maybe there's a limit eventually, which is an interesting thought. And maybe if limits get reached, that will... Well, I'm just imagining all kind of weird multiverse shit now. Why do I enjoy Breath of the Wild? What keeps it from getting stale? What depth does that keep returning? There are moments where I'm bored in Breath of the Wild. I was having fun today doing my run, but my run kind of sucked. But you bring up an interesting point about how I'm gonna slightly change the subject a little bit temporarily, but like the speedrunning, like there's an optimal path, and you learn the path and then you grind the path, and it's very strict. There's not much like freedom in that. I mean, there's some freedom with different strats and stuff, and you have to make calculated decisions about like which strats can I pull off that are fast. So there is like, you know, it is a thing, but it is somewhat strict, and so like, you know, it's like, well, okay, maybe I could do this like like a few frames faster if I, you know, like, I don't know, it's just I don't even know what I'm trying to say. But I think when I stream speedrunning, part of it is like wanting engagement with the audience too. It's not just me playing the game, and I often don't get the type of engagement that I crave because I don't know. I guess I don't know, I'm a spoiled brat. I'm a whiny spoiled brat or whatever, so. But it's not necessarily always intrinsically rewarding to work on the speedrun. Sometimes it feels like kind of depressing. So it's like, it's complicated. Why is the skin coming off my fucking hand? How did this happen? Okay, the follower only mode, I don't even think that's on anymore. Isn't it off? I don't know. Juan wants to do runs in a week. Juan is on the prowl. Well, I mean, I could go over all the Breath of the Wild things, right? Like, there's a lot of overlapping things. There's, like, timers with, like, Gale recharge timing and, Urbosa's Fury recharge timing. There's also ingredients, food, and there's, like, odds of critting and different materials that you can find that give different amount of seconds of speed up, and the amount of time it takes to grab these different items and how much time these things can potentially save when you use them. That also includes attack up food for all the bosses. And then you got like time of day, which can affect like different enemies and stuff coming out. So you want to manage like time of day, which can also affect weather too. And then so there's the weather thing, and you know, you need to figure out which items you should use to get through the different areas. And you're doing a lot of stasis launches, so like you have to worry about your food management as well. And stasis launching is a huge part of the run because there's all these different objects you can stasis launch off of, and like you want to be doing it off of different objects in different locations and different methods as well, where you like let the tree fall only a little bit or you fall a lot. Yeah, so there's arrow management, rupee management, yes, all that too. You need enough rupees to like, you know, get all this stuff. But this is like kind of going into routing, but like, yeah, stasis launches are like pretty technical. And then like the flying machine just got added. That's like hyper technical, especially the box machine is hyper technical because you're just like, you have to balance it really well and control it and land it and lift it and stuff. And there's like a lot of finesse and like fast kind of reaction going on with it. So there's like a lot of like active gameplay happening, and there's also just like all the things you need to get. So there's the memories throughout the world, and you have to like reach all of these locations as fast as you can. There's a lot of possibilities for how to reach them, and also because you need the Master Sword, there's like a number of shrines that you need to complete, and like you can exchange them for each other. So there's like different trade-offs depending on which route you take, and different items in different locations and stuff. So there's a lot of shit going on, obviously, but that's all like a given when I talk about Breath of the Wild. It's not just resource management though. I talked about stasis launching and flying machine. And also, to be fair, there's also combat section on Plateau 2. And different shrine strategies that have to be executed. So there's all that too. It's not just resource management. There's also a lot of depth, I'd say, with the actual engine used for handling slopes and climbing up objects and stuff. Like the actual like kind of climbing engine itself and all the different kind of terrain you have to cross over. So all of that stuff you have to kind of figure out, like how to use the climbing engine to get up certain areas and stuff as efficiently as possible. And there are some interesting climbs, such as going to ancient columns, for example. So there's some like depth just in moving around up objects where you have to like start climbing up. And you see that stuff on the plateau as well. There's also like shield surfing. There's moments where you want to shield surf, and like you can try to maintain your high speed by jumping at the appropriate times and stuff, and like landing on the right surfaces. So there's like a whole thing going on there where you try to control that well and like maintain high speeds. There's also all the boss fights. And like the Unobo escort section, that's like a really unique section. I don't know, there's a lot of shit. Yeah, that can happen. Well, I experimented a bit with generated terrain, but then I had some other ideas where you could like actually set up like a preferred side of your board where you could have like a custom sort of starting layout, and then like that's something to mess with. Also, diagonal boards are a thing to mess with, different size boards are a thing to mess with, different stockpiles are a thing to mess with, and all these should be options in the menu when you're creating a game. And there's also the idea of you having like multiple bases and how that would work. So there's a lot of things to test and do. You could also add other systems on top of it, like a shop system or something. Like, there's a lot you could do. But I'm not sure what exactly the next direction we're going in is. I think that we're just kind of playing the game. I mean, like, there's the color fix that I want to do. Custom board colors, and also the ability to use player colors or swap to your custom board colors or a default board color in the middle of a game so you can read the board better. That's something I want to do. I also want to add some intelligent messages that can pop in the chat to give you a little bit more information if you weren't paying close attention, but this is information that you should have gotten anyway. I just want everyone to have informed decision making and not have to, like, oh, I better whip out a piece of paper to write down like this little thing while I'm playing. It's like, you know what, I'm not gonna have the player have to manage that when that's information is something that should be known if, like, you're paying attention, which I'm not necessarily, like, I don't know, should that be a thing? Like, I think it's fine to allow that, because, like, if you are paying attention, like, sometimes in the middle of the games, like, oh, did they use both circles yet? I don't know, did they? But if it's like, if they did, and it's like known public information that they use both circles, I don't see the problem in having the game just automatically tell you if you already used all the circles. Yeah, so, yeah, like, I don't know. I just don't know, like, here, okay, so this moment is a new moment. Today is a new day. What should I do? What should I do? I don't think so. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, like, I've been more inspired with Breath of the Wild lately, and Juan wants to get to runs next week, which would be sweet, and it'd be cool to also get myself to the point of runs, because we've been working on it for a long time. So I know that my flying machine stuff needs to be improved still. I feel like I could improve at it. So that's something I could work on too. Discover something from your past? What do you mean? Do I think video games are getting worse? I think they're getting better, but there's always further to go. I don't have an opinion on Death Stranding. I don't think I'll play it. I know I'm like somewhat close-minded with like games. I just want to play Smash. Biting my lip, it's such a bad habit. Apparently the skin is coming off my hands too, I don't know how that happened. Yeah, just letting time flow, just letting time pass by. I'm tired of this song. No. Alright, let's look at some code, alright?